Hello, friends. Good morning, and I hope you're all doing really well. And I wish you Merry Christmas to you and your family. And I hope they are in good health and spirit. So now let's get started. And if I screw up grammars here and there, then please forgive me. English is not my first language. So here we go. We all know that UFC 300 is one of the most awaited upcoming card of the year, and it people are anticipating what fights are gonna be on that card. Even Dana White said that some fights that would be on that card on prelim, you will be surprised why that fight is on the prelim. Like pay-per-view caliber fights would be on the prelim of UFC 300. So I was just trying to anticipate what are the fights, championship fight and non-championship fights that could be on that card. So I have made a list and I wanted to show it to you. Please have a look and let me know what you think. And so here we go. So the first fight I think is, and we already saw in the news, is between Alex Pereira and Thomas Pinel for the heavyweight championship. Alex Pereira is an exciting fighter, and in a very short period of time, he has made a strong following, large following of UFC fan. He has exciting fight style. So does Tom Aspinall. He seems unstoppable at this moment. So this fight would be an extremely exhilarating, and they have both shown interest in fighting each other. And Alex Ferreira, even like people assume that he could be the one who can finally get the three championship belt in UFC history, in sports history, MMA sports history, because in MMA nobody has done it. In boxing there are multiple multi-weight division champions. So the first one is Alex Pereira versus Tom Aspinall. Will that be easy fight? I don't know because Tom Aspinall is a bad dude. The second fight I have is Alexa Grasso versus Zhang Weili. They have also both shown interest in fighting each other. That would be a cracker fight because Zhang Weili is all action. Alexa Grasso is smooth. Her fighting style is really pleasing. She has crisp boxing and good takedown defense, so that would be an exciting fight as well, and it would allow Zhang Weili to to have an upper crack at champ, becoming a champ, and that would be a really exciting fight. And the third fight I have is Islam Makhachev versus Charles Oliveira. The rematch was scheduled for UAE, but Charles Oliveira has to pull out because of some injury. So that fight could also be done. And that would be an exciting fight as well because Charles Oliveira said that he was going through some injury. He could not start up in UAE. And people assume that it was a lie, like excuse, but I have heard that from multiple fighters. Remember Alex Volkanovski when he fought Max Holloway for the rematch? He said the same thing. He could not get started, and even during the rematch against Islam Makhachev, he said the same thing. He could not get started. So maybe there is something with it. Fighters have to go there like a week or 2 week earlier so that they can adapt better. Then another fight I have is Leon Edwards versus Bilal Muhammad. That would be an exciting fight as well, and expect good banter as well at press conference because Bilal Muhammad and Leon Edwards are consistently going at each other, and it would be a great test for Leon Edwards as well because Bilal Muhammad has a really good fighting style. He has the ability to figure out the fighter's weakness and capitalize on it. Look at the fighters he has fought, like Vincente Luque. They are all specialists, but he figured them out, and he once said that give me 8 weeks and I'll beat John Jones. Give me 4 weeks, I'll beat any fighters in the world. So that fight would be exciting as well. Another fight is the winner of Sons Strickland and DDP against versus Israel Adesanya. That would be an exciting fight. The build up for Dricus Duplessis and Stylebender was already done when Duplessis beat Robert Whittaker, and Israel Adesanya has UFC owe him a rematch, Sean owes him a rematch, so that would be a great comeback fight for Israel Adesanya. And another fight I have is if for some reason, if some reason or Alex Ferreira decides like the fight between Aspinall and Alex Ferreira does not materialize, then Cyril Gane would be a perfect opponent for Tom Aspinall. That fight would be great as well. Even though Tom Aspinall has denied interest in fighting Cyril Gane, but you know how UFC work. If Dana White decides something like it has to happen, then it will happen. And Tom Aspinall has to build a legacy, right? He can't just start doing matchmaking after becoming a champion. So I could have said Conor McGregor and Ned Diaz, but the thing is, on that card there is going to be a championship fight, and UFC has a policy like they don't put non-championship fight for the main event if a championship fight is on the pay-per-view card. It has to be on the main event. So and Conor McGregor does not fight on the undercard, so that's the problem. So and here are some non-championship fights which are really big, and so please let me know what do you think about it. And the first one is Max Holloway versus Justin Gaethje for the BMF title. That would be a barn burner, and in the past as well Max Holloway has shown interest in fighting him. Seems like if if not Justin Gaethje, Max Holloway might fight Josh Emmett. He's the only one left in the top 10 of featherweight, along with Mozar Ivaloev, who has a fight booked. And either one of them, like Josh Emmett or Justin Gaethje, are finally going to certify Max Holloway chin because it is legendary. And another fight I have is Ned Diaz versus Dustin Poirier. That would be an exciting fight, even though I think it might be a little harsh for Ned Diaz because Dustin Poirier is smooth. He has a really great striking. Like if you go striking to striking, if there is no element of takedown or anything like that, then Dustin Poirier can put his hand on a lot of people. And another fight I have is Israel Adesanya versus Khamzat Chimaev, and that would be an exciting fight as well. But it's very unlikely it happens because Israel Adesanya is not going to fight comeback against a non-title fight. But if it happens, it would be really great. Another fight is Khamzat Chimaev versus Jared Cannonier. That would be an exciting matchup as well because Cannonier wants to fight for middleweight title and he is looking for some opponent, and Hamzat Chimaev has a big name. Definitely he is also looking to fight for the middleweight title. Even though he is injured, he might be fit in time for UFC 300. So Cannonier versus Hamzat Chimaev might be a great matchup. And another fight I have is like you might cringe on this one, Colby Covington versus Stephen Thompson. So that would be a great matchup as well. And that fight will definitely show if Colby is really washed up or like there is something he's still the guy. Another matchup is Sergey Pavlovich versus Cyril Gane. Pavlovich was knocked out against Tom Aspinall for the interim heavyweight fight, and he is an exciting fighter, and Cyril Gane wants to fight for the belt. Even since Tom Aspinall said that Cyril Gane should fight Jaladin Almeida, there he is already going to fight Curtis Blade. So the fight between Cyril Gane and Sergey Pavlovich will make sense for both of them. Another fight I have is it uh, Kevin Holland versus Vincente Luque. What do you think about that? That would be fans delight, you know. Two exciting fighters with exciting style, slugfest. That's what it would be, and it's a very winnable fight for Kevin Holland. I have like seen uh, where Kevin Holland has really good striking. I have till now I have seen he has put hands on really good fighters, like except Stephen Thompson. He puts hands on all of them because he is an elite striker. But that fight would be exciting. The last one is Alexander Volkov versus Derek Lewis, the rematch. That would be because Derek Lewis is looking to come back because he has lost back-to-back fights, and Alexander Volkov and Derek Lewis has had a really good first fight in which Volkov was beating him up. It might be a little harsh for Derek Lewis, but you know how it is. UFC likes to put on great event, and Derek Lewis is definitely the fans favorite. So that fight would be really exciting. So these are my possible matchups. Let me know what you think, and please support me by subscribing my channel. Thank you. Take care. Have a blessed day.